Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? I am extra excited, but let me start by introducing myself. My name is P. Saidogbo, and I have my colleague here with me.
So, hi guys, my name is Oyebola Toyeshe. As P said, I'm a colleague. I'm the team lead for Platform Africa, and we're so excited, guys. We're very hyped because this has been in the pipeline for so long. How long? It's not like a month, two
In
months.
fact, I didn't even know that can happen, but thank
It
God
was
we're here.
funny because when we start the live, we'll do makeup. Our makeup was just waste. I'm so excited that
And
yeah,
anybody that does videos knows that it's not easy to come and finish arranging face and
it's
then
not
nothing
easy. And
happens.
some people were busy traveling, flying from one country to another.
In fact, they know themselves.
But yeah,
Anyway,
guys, we're
so
excited.
welcome to this first edition. It's actually our first edition of Leaders Unfiltered for Platform Africa. And we are
Mhm.
so excited because this is what should be able to, make things clear for people who want to join our community and already existing community members. Yes. So we're able to put together some questions that we gathered from friends, members of the community to be able to answer, the questions that are in your mind and the mind of other people about what Platform Africa is and what it offers 100%. What do you think?
Absolutely. So yeah, like Peace rightly said, we just needed to launch with something. And I'm like, you know what, team members, instead of us just coming to pick a topic, talk, let's actually like FAQs and address them and make it a resource. So, whoever wants to join, if you're already in and you don't have a full grasp of what we're going to be doing in the community, then this will serve as a guide. And if you have more questions that we wouldn't be able to take in this series, we'll get to take it over time because this will not just be the first and last. We're going to be doing many more others. And so yeah, we're just here to answer so many questions that you probably have in mind from people that asked. And yeah,
Let's get right to it. Thank you very much, Oyobola. I love the way you always, make things very, very simple. So here, somebody asks, the first question I'll bring out is that, what are some of the key motivations or stories behind creation of Platform Africa? What we'll be looking at when we brought about this particular platforms. I know that there are many platforms here and there, but we want to look into what are the specific needs or gaps that we are covering, in Africa's leadership and youth landscape. What are the needs that we are responding to as Platform Africa? I would like you to answer
I
that.
think that's a very good question. This would bring back memories. But before I even go into it, let me talk about briefly about what Platform Africa is all about. So it's a community. So you see all of these problems that we're facing in Africa is due to bad leadership. Right? We're very quick to point fingers. And this is me and my team just saying that, you know what, we're hoping for a better future, but future without works, it's probably going to be the same, right? In as much as we hope for a better future, let's start working with leaders. And because that is our space, we're in that leadership space. We've been doing a lot with leaders and all of that. The impact space, basically, we've been doing a lot in the impact space. So this is us, coming together to say, you know what, based on our experience, let's build a standard, a different, a distinct community where we can grow young enthusiasts, young leaders as well, empower ourselves. Now, this empowerment is not just the ordinary empowerment, but strictly, to your advantage. We just want to grow people that just basically have that interest in impact, in anything leadership. We're bringing these people together in our community to help them as much. We'll go further down into it. So that's basically what Platform Africa is all about. We're looking at African leaders strictly. And now to talk about what's birthed this idea. Oh my God. I know that, we started with, it's just something that is out of passion and out of experience. I, for one, I've had experience joining a leadership community in the past that, many communities that we've joined, we are just dormant. I'm like, we really need opportunities, right? You're telling us to come in. Why
Yeah.
not share the opportunities that, you got us attracted to in the first place? Or some community that would give us gigantic, prices to pay to gain access to the communities. We have that. So there are just like different problems that we had thought that, we can work with a group of people, build a standard community, and still, not overcome this problem and still help young, enthusiastic, leaders in the impact space. So this is us now coming together to say, all of these problems that we faced. It was difficult in my time. I'm not old, but I'm talking as far back as 7 years ago. It was not a common thing to join. They were just communities. It was just limited information, limited assistance. I think that support is 100%. So a lot of communities lack support based on our experience. And that's why, we decided that, what, we are ready to give full support. We have the team for that, team of professionals who love it, like Peace herself.
Yeah.
Been in the impact space for a while and she really loves what she's doing. Guys, when you hear Peace talk, don't worry. Let me just give her small time, but you'll be able to tell that no. You're asking interesting. Oh yeah, Peace. This is the reason why we started Platform Africa.
They're like, this is awesome. I'm just seeing pictures as we are talking because truly, there were platforms that came out and, people genuinely trying to help, but it wasn't easy. It's like you said at the beginning, in a space where there is hardly any leadership. For leaders who are now growing and trying to make their own impact and contribute to society, it can be very, very tiring. We need some tools. We don't know what exactly we need. We just wish that somebody will hold us by the hand and get us to the end of our goal. And that's what I personally see Platform Africa to be.
Let
Yes,
me just
please.
so it doesn't look like we're discrediting other groups. I mean, there are groups that we look forward to, hearing what they're doing in their communities. There are communities that are doing really exceptionally well. No doubt about that, right? Maybe it's just a little bit expensive for our kind of, or the group of people that we're looking forward to, growing in our communities.
You see what I was
I
actually coming to. Yeah.
Yes, so their community is really doing great work, to be honest, to be fair. Let's not discredit that. But yeah, these are just the problems. They're just different problems. And we coming to solve most of these problems. We're not saying it will be 100% perfect, our community, but trust me, we make effort. You see that effort? E for effort. By the time we're done with you, you will be screaming E for effort in this community. So, but yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Ebony. I'll quickly look at the second question we have here. It says, what regular programs, content, or conversations can members of the Platform Africa community look forward to?
Okay. So firstly, let me talk about interaction. That's a very good question. The community has been built in such a way that we would encourage interaction. As much as we want to see you work, we want to see you grow, we also want to hear from you. We also want to connect with you and get you connected with other community members. So the kind of content you can expect from us, like content like this, with this series, right? Let me start from this series. We're going to be having lots of people doing amazing stuff. Trust me. Should we talk about climate change? Should we talk about gender equality? Should we talk about everything? Because within the impact space, there are Africans that have really I know you guys would know a couple of Africans that are doing amazing well. Should I talk about
At different levels?
Yes, look at Tunde. What he's doing is doing a brilliant work. Look at sometimes when I say Asha crying, people be like, which Asha? What impact? He's really doing, but yeah, he's doing something amazing, right? But let's not even talk about philanthropy and all of that. Let's talk about, the key SDG sectors. Look at Temilade. She's blowing my mind steadily.
Doing awesome. Amazing job.
Yeah, she's an amazing lady. So we're going to bring in people who are doing great stuff, to just talk to you guys so that you know that it is possible. So these are the kind of content that you get to benefit from as a community member. So that aside, we're also going to be access to opportunities. So for us as a Platform Universal group, so if you're not aware, this is birthed out of Platform Universal. What we do is impact projects and corporate event management. So if you have impact projects, we get to work with you. So for you guys, I think you would even be getting first-hand access to the team, right? Because that's our core job, right? So for people that will join Platform Africa, you guys should just be prepared that you would learn how to do it, but you will get it done. You have to get it done. That's it. Those contents is what you will get from us and many more, exceptional things, opportunities. We're going to be pushing you to go global. As much as we want you to make that impact in your local communities, we also want you to go global, get those exposure, those experiences. We don't want you to be like, no shade to our government leaders, but unfortunately, many of them travel. They are well traveled, and it's paining me and my team members. They're well traveled, But when they come back, it's now surprising the change that
And they're not
what
able
they
to
do.
replicate
And
whatever, you know.
they see what is happening out there, but let's not even go there. We will still talk better. See, that's why you guys need to be looking forward to our leaders unfiltered series.
Unfiltered series.
All
Yes,
of these
yes.
things, we're going to be dissecting, talking about them, how we can improve, how we can do things better as in our generation and all of that. So that's what it's all about. But yeah, you're going to be getting those contents from us. You're going to be getting that push, content that will push you, grow you, make you evolve, make you see things differently, access opportunities. So anyways, but that's basically what you get. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot to swallow all at once,
Well,
but
even me, I know. When I finished, I had to breathe. Yeah.
yes, yes. I think one thing that I would even personally say that I've been able to gain from Platform Africa is access to opportunities. And I'm talking opportunities that that are relevant for the time. We have one kind of eyes in Platform Africa to see into the future, to say, okay, this is the next thing that is going to be needed, the next thing that is going to work. So I really ask that you look forward to this series, because a lot is going, if you want to be abreast with what is happening, if you want to be, at par with the trends, of anything that concerns impact and leadership. Leaders Unfiltered is the platform that you should subscribe to, that you should follow. Anytime, any day, you will get what you need. When I saw this question, I was just thinking that truly one has to understand, because when people are offering something as good as what we are offering, I
Yeah.
mean, we're really trying to tell people that want to hold you by the hand, get you from
Mm.
where you are to where you ought to be, to help you make impact in this space, and not just here, and globally. We're talking African leaders here, not just Nigerian leaders in different African countries. And we are even open to working, as we have been working with other
Yeah.
impact leaders in other nations, including the United States. So this person is saying, is Platform Africa open to young people from all other African countries? That's why I started answering it. Or are there
Yeah.
specific groups it is tailored to? Do members also need to have, prior leadership experience to join? Or is it open to all levels of leadership and all levels of impact makers? What would you say to that? I would say my experience, so I think all can call me, but let me hear what you have to
Oh,
say.
absolutely. Your password for us to get you into the community is just to be an African. I'm sorry, but if you're not an African, we're still open to that. I mean, we're not
Mhm.
discriminating at all. The purpose of us building for Africans, rather, is just for us to make sure that, because of the vision, basically. But again, we're going to be sharing global opportunities. And if you're non-African and you join the community, don't worry, you still stand to gain a lot. Yeah, so like you said, the password for us, just be African. And yeah, you're the one we're looking for. You're the right candidates, your match. So yeah, basically that's it.
Yeah, this is just reminding me of one of the outreaches that we were putting together, to be able to see some students or school leavers from, secondary level or high school level, to be able
Mm.
to ask them, yeah, and look into their hearts and say, can you consider the SDG goals that are possible, and tell us what your heart is yearning for? Are you looking
Mhm.
at poverty alleviation? Are you looking at gender and all that? Because we don't want people or young people going into the job space or the job market, whatever, and just thinking that, oh, I just need to work, and there is impact in their hearts. We feel as if everyone has a place where they can lead, everyone has an area where they can lead. So we're not just leading you by the hand from where you are to where you ought to be, but we're looking at giving these young people tools to be able to make that impact. There are many factors that contribute to.
Absolutely. I think that's the core purpose of Platform Africa. So guys, I know that we've been operating remotely, the group as well. But one key thing for us is that we need that physical interaction, and we're game on 100%. So we're going to be having lots of physical meetup. We're going to be having great events, like big events. We're going to be planning big events around, physical meetings. We're also going to be having several outreaches. We're going to be having several yeah. This is one thing I need to say. I know, Peace, we're excited about this, but we're looking at not just staying in one location. We're going to be traveling around our continent, and we're going to be doing that with our
I mean,
community
how
members.
else will we say that we are Platform Africa if we can't cover Africa?
And I'm really looking forward to it because there are so many places. Guys, I've not even gone to as close as Ghana is. I've not been there. I've not been in I'm going to be sharing my experiences on when we
Yes.
start our tour, right? And when
Yes.
we're going to be going there, not for the sake of pleasure or like, just fun. Yeah, that's a part of it. We're going to definitely have fun. But for the main purpose of connecting with other Africans, yeah, it's good.
Yes.
International exposure. Come and see how things are done outside.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start from home as well. Let's see how things are done extensively in our neighboring countries, in other parts of Africa. Let's look at the culture. I believe that, when we have these experiences, it just brightens up our minds to what we're doing as impact leaders. During climate change, you don't have to necessarily just work in your local environment or your local community. You can work in another
Alone.
another African community. Just grow. We want people to evolve. We want people to blossom in those sectors that they've chosen. And so, yeah, we have a lot coming up. We also have this is still in the pipeline, but we have the African Youth Conference, which is going to be coming up yearly. And we're looking at exploring and having Africans. So you that you're listening to us, you will also definitely get invited to this opportunity. We just want people to do great stuff, but we don't want
I
to
love
limit to just the online community kind of community that it's going to be more intentionality on to it. So yeah, we have lots of amazing stuff. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. My team members and myself.
just thinking about it. I'm sure there are communities that do that, but I'm seeing that there will always be networking opportunities for you to see people in other nations and other countries that do what you do.
There's a lot to say. We don't want everybody, to be fair. We want people who are passionate, right? So that key thing is very important to us. You're passionate, you want to work, you already have gotten started with working, doing something, but you just need a community to support you. So yeah, that's what we're all about. So I would say that, it's a good what we have in plan, like what for us to even pull through with this series, then trust me, we're serious with a lot more that we have lined up. Let me also talk about something really significant. I put something out in my post, I think that was last week, and this was just and this is why we have Platform Africa actually. A lot of people are just really excited to travel to the US to attend the UN events, but are there really this kind of stuff going on in Africa as an African? Because hey, the thing is, it shouldn't be your entire goal to just travel, have this exposure, go and discuss about the problems in Africa, come back, post all the pictures, cross your leg like you've achieved. No, my dear, I don't think you've achieved anything. Okay, if you're not putting all these things you gained to use, then it's equal to you've not done nothing. So for us, we're planning our programs and we're planning, everything to work with you in as much as you'll be gaining this exposure abroad. We also want you to connect, discuss African problems within Africa as well, with other passionate people as well. That way, trust me, a lot of Africans that are outside, except from the ones that are just like me, who want to do something great back home, many people have, that thought of coming back to Nigeria, Ghana, and all of those things. It's just limited. So if we can discuss African problems within Africa and get people to get working, do the work. You have support from us. We're going to be supporting you. That's what we do. We're going to be supporting very soon. We're going to be releasing access to grants from our team internally. We would get access to funding. Yay! And it's only just many members that would have this privilege. If you're not a community, probably might not. So we're going to be introducing, as much as we'll be introducing opportunities. These opportunities you'll be having access. You have access to connect as well physically with other Africans. So what will it be like in your network if you don't just have only your Nigerian friends or your Ghanaian friends? You also have, we'll fight. It's not
different nations.
Different countries. You have a Senegalese, you have like someone from Congo, you have someone from, different places.
Anywhere, it works.
So if you want to plan projects, standard projects,
get good partnership. It makes a lot of sense.
What am I saying?
What
else do you guys want? So this is us just, really inviting you again. So this series, we're going to be having lots of experts request people from different countries as well to come talk to us about what they're doing, just connect with the community. But yeah, these are the amazing stuff that we have planned for you guys. We're also looking at having a physical facility in the nearest future where you, as an African leader, a platform African leader, can come down, to access all of these facilities, and just blows on, do your work. You get the full support in every capacity. That's what we're planning. And yeah, we probably will just launch you, especially you that you're an impact leader. We'll be launching you to your first project as the Platform Africa team. So yeah, it's a lot. You need to join. That's it. You need to join 100%. You can tap on the link. If you're on YouTube, check the link on our page, right? Case, right?
Yes.
Caption, check the link.
Yes.
We have a lot. So you just need to join.
Yeah.
It's easy to join. Just fill a form. The form, if you are on Instagram or any of our other social media platforms, reach out to us. We'll send you the form. It's in our bio. If you're watching on YouTube, listening to our podcast, you can follow us. It's the P Africa on Instagram and Platform Africa in other social media platforms. And just send us a message. You would get access to the form. Fill the form. You'll join the group. That's all. That's
Yes,
all.
by all means, subscribe and also leave a comment if you like. We can get back to you anytime. Also, access our social media platforms and we'll be answering more of your questions.
All right. Thank you, guys. Till the
All
next
right
series.
then.
Bye.
Bye.